är en tjej som har studerat både i Oslo och på Island. Hon är från Gazaremsan och hon har även kandiderat för Feministiskt initiativ till EU-parlamentet.
Hello everybody. Let me introduce myself to you. This is Gharib. I am a political activist and feminist from Gaza, and I do live in Oslo in Norway now. I am a Feminist Initiative Party member in Sweden and Social Venstre member in Norway. Yes, I am a member of two political parties in two Scandinavian countries. How great is the democracy here in Scandinavia? It's such a lovely evening as we grace this occasion. I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to stand here and speak. I'm very proud to be today in Sweden and for the Swedish support to the Palestinian on many occasions at different levels in diverse ways. Honestly, today is an exceptional day with an exceptional date, the 29th of November. I would like to ask you all, when you hear this date, what is the first thing comes to your mind? When you just hear this date regarding Palestine. Does this date mean to you the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people, which is observed by the United Nations? Or does this mean to you the date of the Palestinian one implicit UN recognition of sovereign state in 2012? Whatever it means to you, of course, this date has a special remarkable meaning and significance to the Palestinian people. Come with me 2 centuries and a half ago. The story started in 1799 when outside the walls of Akka and the Ottoman controlled Palestine. When an army under Napoleon Bonaparte besieged the city, it was all part of a campaign to defeat the Ottomans and establish a French presence in the region. In search of alliance, Napoleon Bonaparte issued a letter offering Palestine as a homeland to the Jewish under the French protection. He called on the Jewish rise up against what he called their oppressors. Napoleon's appeal was widely publicized, but he was ultimately defeated. In Akka today, the only memory of him is a statue atop a hill overlooking the city. Yet, Napoleon Bonaparte's project for a Jewish homeland in the region under the protection of the French didn't die. 14 years later, the plan was revived by the British people. In 1936, it was Palestinian strikes against the mass Jewish immigration to Palestine with the alliance of the British. And in 1937, it was a report drew the boundaries of a Jewish state in Palestine with 1/3 of the Palestinian land, and Arab state is in the remaining 2/3 to be merged and Transjordan. After 30 years of British rule, the question of Palestine was referred to the United Nations, which had become the forum of confliction. On 29 of November 1947, a day like this day since 67 years old, the UN General Assembly met to devise a plan for partitioning Palestine. The UN Resolution 181 divided the Palestinian Arab to Jewish state and Arab state and Jerusalem under the international authority. The Jewish state was 56% of the land. Yes, that was the justice of the international community at that time. After that, Britain announced that it would end the mandate in myself to you again. I am Amany from Gaza. But the most important thing in my life, which you don't know, that I am a refugee in my country. Can you imagine how painful that person can be a refugee in his own country, in his homeland? How does the person feel when he searches to find on the map the name of the town or the village he belongs to, and he doesn't find it because Israel demolished this town or city from the map? Can you imagine this? These militia came to build a new map for the Palestinian country, for this map. Our grands gave us before their death the most precious inheritance, so we know where is our land. They gave to us the keys of their home. My grandfather was one of the 760,000 Palestinians who were forced to leave this home because of the brutal attack. But all of us, we do believe, all the Palestinians do believe that one day we will have this documentation of our owning to this land. We will have our keys with us. We will return to our land. All of these people from the Palestinian refugees, they will go back to their land in Palestine. The grandfathers and the grandmothers, they don't stop talking about their lands. They don't stop encouraging us. They don't stop encouraging the grandchildren to return to home. Yes, the status of refugee. We don't welcome this status to be our status. But now, we will go back and we will return one day. But now I just gratefully can declare that the 1,000-mile way has started when the Palestinians won the implicit UN recognition of sovereign state in 2012, when Sweden has recognized the occupied state of Palestine officially to be the state of Palestine. We are not going to wait forever. That was a statement for a senior European official referring to his country's potential move to recognize Palestine. This was a great achievement from the European countries. But let me tell you something. We still have a lot to do, my friends, the friends of Palestinians. I would like to draw your attention to the humanitarian disasters happened and still happens in Gaza, West Bank, and Jerusalem. I need to remind you about the recent attack in Gaza in July 2014, which resulted in more than 2,100 killed of the Palestinians, demolishing of houses, demolishing of mosques, demolishing of schools, demolishing of hospitals. And this is the third attack within 6 years. Yes, the attack on Gaza happens every 2 years, and we still have a blockade in Gaza. Just I need to ask you when Gaza will be reconstructed and when the Palestinian displaced people in Gaza can find a place to sleep and can find a place to have warm atmosphere. When Gaza now has flooded with the rains because there is no basic even infrastructure to protect the people. I would like to remind you about the apartheid in West Bank, which prevents 5 million Palestinians to live their own life. I would like to remind you about the war crimes that Israel is doing in Al-Aqsa and in Jerusalem and in Quds. If I want to mention all of these violations against Palestinians, I will not have enough time to explain that. The Palestinians started to distrust the international community who abandoned their calling. It's the time to cooperate together. It's the time to put the hands together to help the people who get this special place in the hell just because they do live in Palestine with the silence of all over the world. Thank you.
Leve Palestina och krossa sionismen. Leve Palestina och krossa sionismen.
Och vi har odlat jorden.
Och vi har odlat jorden.